Okay, so we're talking with the taxi driver about what it's like to live here. Get to help me remember some of these numbers.
Okay.
But so he was basically saying that he's been here for about 10 years from Bangladesh, which is very common. I'd say like 70% of the immigrants are Indian, Bangladeshi, or Pakistani. The rest would be like a Filipino or Chinese, maybe very small Chinese. But okay, so he was saying that he kind of works off of like a commission. And so depending on, of course, how many rides he takes, then his salary will fluctuate. So he was saying that his normal salary is usually something like 3,000 dirham, which is like $800 US per month.
Like 800 yards.
Yeah, and if he said that he knows some people that if you work really, really hard, it's like the 1% of people, if you work really hard, the max he's seen is someone making 5,000 dirham per month, which is like $1,300. But very important disclaimer is that he works in 12-hour shifts. So for each taxi, there's 2 drivers. So they each take it for 12-hour shifts then. And then he stays in company housing. And as for the cost of living, he said that the company, it's very common for people that work here to live in company housing. And so his company housing, they take 400 dirham per month just for the company housing. And that he stays in a room of, he said 8 people, right?
Yeah, 8 people.
An 8-person room.
Yeah, and he paid 400 for that.
Yeah, he pays 400 for
excluding food.
Excluding food. So he said including food and all of his expenses that he pays for that. So he makes something like 3,000 dirham per month, but he spends, it costs $1,200 dirham per month to per month to live here. So yeah, what are we looking at? $900 US.
800. He made like 1,800. He saved 1,800 dirham, which is a lot of money in India. It's like $500. It's a lot of money to send it to Indian home.
True. You have to send back to your family,
in Bangladesh,
the grandparents, the siblings. So I mean, but just to put that into context, that's only like how much US dollars? $600? $500. So I mean, it's actually pretty okay. But you're working 12 hours a day. You're staying in a room with 8 other snoring men.
If you will work in Bangladesh for 12 hours a day, what you save, you don't even make it.
It's true. Yeah, it's still difficult to live. So you make a good point. It's just so foreign to an American person to think about that. Like nobody, if you work 8 hours a day, people are complaining and all kinds of stuff. But it sounds kind of like a sad life. I was asking him. I mean, I think the saddest thing about it is not necessarily the money and that kind of stuff, but the fact that he's, for 10 years, he's been living away from his family. I'd say probably the only good thing, one of the best things, besides, feeling good sending money to your family, is that you get 2 months of vacation every year. And it's 2 months altogether. You can't break it up.
So yeah, he goes to like for some time, and then after 10 months, and he's staying home for 2 months, and then come back.
Which I guess sounds okay, but a very difficult lifestyle. It's very foreign, like I said, for Americans to think about that.